Hey everyone, welcome back to Mini Bike Mike's Garage. And look where I'm at. I'm actually back in the garage. This is the first time I've been in here in basically 4 weeks since we started the house renovation on the what we're calling the Smoky Doll House. This has been the first time I've been able to make it back. Look, there's the Candy Gold CT70 that Patrick Wells and I got to pop off, and then about a week later, I did a video on taking it apart. It's still sitting the same way it was when I left 4 weeks ago. So obviously I have not been in here and haven't done any work, but we've been living in the Thirsty Turtle, the RV, up at the house renovation, just parked on the property up there. And I've been home a couple times. We had to restock the RV and empty tanks and do all those good things, but I hadn't made it here to the shop. And today I wanted to come over and check on mail and do some things like that, just kind of catch up, make sure everything was okay. It is, it's about 2:15 on Saturday, June the 10th. It is exactly 4 weeks to the day from when we started on the house renovation. And if you haven't seen those, go back and look at those videos. I think I have a couple of them, but we're making some progress. I'll have a new video on Monday with the update on that and kind of show you where we're at and what we've been doing. So, but we feel pretty good. You know, the building up process goes a lot slower, in my mind anyway, than the destruction part. When you're just tearing shit apart, man, you just go. But when you have to build things back up, you gotta measure twice and cut 3 times and do all those sorts of things that you got to do, and it just takes a little bit longer. So one of the reasons I came over here today to the shop is I need to grab the Old Yeller flatbed truck. I've got to haul some ladders up to the house renovation to take down. There's some awnings over the old school metal awnings over some windows, and a couple of them are pretty high, and I don't have a ladder over there tall enough, so I have to drive that truck with the ladder rack on it and take some ladders up there. So that's another reason why I came over here. But I mean, let's not lie, I miss the old girl. I miss this place. I love to be, wish I was here making more videos, but it is what it is. We're helping our daughter out. We're having a good time. Hopefully she's enjoying it. This is her first time. It's not a new construction, but she's having to make a lot of decisions, lighting and flooring and, all those sorts of things. And she's never done that before. So there's a little bit of stress level on her part, but hey, old dad, I just, whenever I'm giving information, I just kind of go from there. So anyway, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to turn the camera around and take you out to the other part of the garage, and let's take a look at a couple things. All right, first things first, guys, I am loving this little bike right here. This is the Amigo Rocky that I picked up right at a year ago. It was last June or July. I think it was last June I picked this up with the Ice Bear Champion. Had all kinds of assembly issues with it when I first got it. The intake was, the intake gasket was flipped up, the spacer was flipped upside down, so I had a massive air leak. There were just some things that were assembled wrong from the get-go, from the factory, but man, I have gone through it, and it is a fantastic bike. I took it 2,000 miles on the back of our RV, and I went on a great ride with subscriber Ben out in Green Bank, West Virginia. That's why it has the auxiliary fuel cell on here. We went on a 60-mile ride, so that gave me another, let's see, it's a gallon, so it gave me about another 80 miles of range. I got tons of range now. I may not leave it on there, but we'll see. But I've left it on there for now. I lost my air cleaner. I got a new pod filter thing on it. We switched the swing arm. We trashed the swing arm early on, bent it, tore it all up. But man, I've got these 120, 90, 10 tires on there, and the Kendas, and I love the way they ride. It sits higher. It sits real well. I just couldn't not be happier with this bike. It's running great. The only thing, it's all stock. I took off the California carb stuff, but the only thing I've done is I put that Nibby carb on there, and then I just deleted the regular fuel line, and I just have run one fuel line coming from the reserve. Actually, it's coming all the way back from that tank right there right now. So, but anyway, just an update on that. That bike, it rips about high 50s, 60 mile an hour, and I'm having a ball with it. Oh man, I wasn't gonna show you this, but well, now you've already seen it, so I'll leave it in here. You guys have probably heard me mention a bunch of times how I kind of got started in this hobby with these little Honda bikes. That's it right there. That's the little bike. It was in the early 90s. We were at an auction and I bought a Yamaha CT 175 or something like that. At that time I hadn't zeroed in on just little Hondas, and so I wound up buying this Yamaha at this auction, and after the auction was over, the kid came up to us, the son or grandson or whoever was having the auction, said, "Hey, you like motorcycles?" "Yeah, well, there's one in the barn, can't get it to run, you know." I think we paid $40 for it. I think maybe in the past I've said $25. I believe it was $40 that what I paid for this bike. And it looked about like what it looks like now. And so I bought it, took it home. The reason it wouldn't run was the Woodruff key had sheared and the flywheel wasn't on the crankshaft in the right spot. So it had fire, it had fuel and everything, but it just wasn't firing at the right time. And tinkered with it, got it to go. And then my son rode it for, well, actually we kept it, all three kids, I think, maybe have ridden it around the farm when we lived on the acreage a few years back. And then they all became adults and no one's ridden it, and it got put away dirty and ridden hard. And look, I'm just now seeing, I'm guessing it must have been summer yellow originally. It's got a yellow tank on it. Look at that, the kids they've duct taped and wrapped a rag. It must have a fork seal that's leaking. I can tell you this, in my early days of working on these, and I didn't know what the heck I was doing, if you'll notice, the tire is turned around. When I took it apart, and then when I put it back together, I put the forks on the wrong side. And so my the brake plate is on this side and speedometer, and it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be on this side, but I got the forks swapped when I put it back together and didn't realize that and didn't feel like taking it back apart. So we never put a front brake cable on it. The kids just rode it with a foot brake and away they went. So anyway, so that'll be a future video. We'll get to that and get that refurbished. What I need to do is pull that truck out so that I can get this truck out, because it's got, I have a, I don't know if you can see it right there. I got a little thing right here that fits in the back that makes a ladder rack. I got to empty out all this mulch, but who wants to see if the Chop Chop will start? Couldn't tell you the last time I started it either. Let's see if my tripod will sit there. Probably not a real flattering view. I'll look at the back of me here, but I just got to hear it run. How about you guys? Let's see. There's a switch on. Let's give it some choke. Let's turn some fuel on. Oh yeah, she's got fuel in it. I actually think the last time I started this was when Patrick Wells was here and we started it. So Patrick, when was that? That was in early May, wasn't it? So it's been a good month since it's fired off. All right, how many kicks? I'm gonna say one. Let's see, I got everything going. Oh, you let me down. Well, definitely more than one. I must have the switch the wrong way. I could have swore the switch was the other way. Uh-oh, guys. Well, that's a letdown. Huh. Interesting. You know what? I don't think it's getting fuel. It's my problem. I wonder if I put the fuel, you know what? I put the fuel cap on too tight. I never did drill a hole in this fuel cap. I don't think it was getting any air. Hang on a second. Let's try this again. There we go. Yeah, they do need fuel to run. And like I said, I had that cap too tight. So, all right, I'm gonna set you guys down and I'm gonna move some trucks around here real quick. Well, while we're seeing if things will start, well, I'll just bring you guys along and we'll see if this old GMC will start. Oh, I can't put the key in. Well, I'm struggling today. Let's see. Let's give it some choke. Couple pumper rumpers. You know, it's another project we still haven't done. I've got one of those Prius electronic power steering units to put on here. Bolts in line to the steering shaft to help you get power steering. I want to do that. I haven't done it yet. Projects for another day. All right, that one started. Let's go see if Old Yeller will start. Yeah, I do have a key for it. That thing's got an oil leak. I'm probably gonna have to put some transmission fluid in it. But let's see if it'll fire up first. I love these old square body trucks. All right, this one. Let's see if she'll go in gear. Oh, yeah, you got a forward gear. All right, I'm about to pull it outside and find someplace to push all this mulch off. So I'll be back in just a minute. All right, so I got the GMC put back in its place or back in there. I got the Amigo in here. I have pulled the Old Yeller and it was slipping a little bit. On the old transmission. You know, I love these old square bodies. They're so freaking big. You just put all your stuff right up here behind the headlights. What's that? I think that's ratchet straps. Yeah, that's ratchet. That's a box of ratchet straps. I've got some engine oil, got a funnel, and I got some transmission fluid. So I'm gonna add, not a lot, I'm gonna add that a little bit of transmission fluid, check the oil, put my ladder rack on, and put the ladder and then take those straps over there and strap it down. All right, so I think I got her all topped off. Got one ladder strapped on top. Gotta go home, get another 32-foot ladder. So guys, I think I'm going to sign off there. Appreciate you following along. Hopefully I'll see you on Monday and I'll give you an update on the Smoky Dollhouse and what we've done there. I think we're going to take this weekend off. Like I said, today's Saturday. I'm not going to go up tomorrow to the rest of the day or tomorrow. I'll be going back up on Monday, taking this truck and doing a little work. So I will see you guys on Monday. Thanks for following along. See you later. Bye.